Welcome to Real Talk with Archie Jones. That's me. Today, we're going to have a rant about the birth rate conspiracy. Stick with me to the end, all right? You ever notice how everybody is out here whining about the declining birth rate in the Western world and across a lot of the developed world? It's like some mystery. Oh no, people aren't having kids anymore. We better throw some subsidies at it. Subsidies like a couple of grand is going to make you pop out a baby. What's the government going to do next? Set up a reward program, have 3 kids and get a fourth thrown in for free, and we'll throw in, I don't know, a toaster. I mean, let's get real. Nobody's skipping kids because they're too expensive. That's just a convenient excuse. Ah, we'd love to have children, but the avocado toast is $12 now. Really? You think people weren't having kids back when they had nothing? Our great grandparents had 9 kids, no money, and they were cooking dinner on a stove powered by wood. Do you think they sat around going, gee, Ethel, I'd love to have another kid, but coal prices are through the roof this year? No, they just made it work. It's not anything that we can't actually manage if we just reframe our thinking. The real problem isn't financial, it's cultural. We've been brainwashed into thinking kids are a burden, not a blessing. You hear it everywhere. Women are told, oh, motherhood will ruin your career. Ruin it? What career? Half the time, the career they're talking about is sitting in a cubicle answering emails for some middle manager named Steve who doesn't even remember your name. Yeah, that sounds way more fulfilling than creating an actual human life. Congratulations, Becky. You just hit, the fourth quarterly synergy targets. Yeah, but no thanks. And men, they've got it worse, haven't they? We've been infanticized, haven't we? Don't take on responsibility. Just keep playing Call of Duty, watching your TikToks until you're 40. It's pathetic. You know what's more rewarding than a high score on an Xbox? Yeah. Raising a kid who thinks you're Superman. Responsibility isn't scary. It's what gives you meaning in life. But no, we're out here treating adulthood like it's optional, like it's a side quest that you can skip. And then there's the real kicker. And again, I love my kickers. The nihilism. Oh, this one's everywhere. What's the point of having kids when the world's ending anyway? Yeah, because every generation hasn't thought that, oh no, the economy's bad, there's war, the environment's a mess. Welcome to human history. You think people in the Middle Ages weren't worried about the future? They were literally dodging plagues and sword fights and barbarians raiding their villages, yet they still managed to have kids. This doom scrolling culture that we've built, it's toxic, it's poison, it's turning people into nihilistic zombies who think the future isn't worth building. Guess what? If everyone thinks that way, then yeah, the future does suck, but nobody's making one. Kids aren't just an expense, they're an investment. They're building the next generation. And that's what life's about. We've got to find a way forward. The solution, it isn't necessarily financial incentives, it's cultural change. We've got to bring back pride in creating a legacy, your ancestry, your family, your future. It should mean something. We've got to replace this endless doom with optimism. Imagine if we spent half as much time talking about how amazing the future could be as we do sharing the depressing news stories about how humanity's screwed. Oh, the oceans are rising. Yeah, but your kid might invent the thing that fixes it. How about that for a narrative? And in the short term, let's focus on the families we've already got. Yeah. We've got families that get it already. You've got 2 kids. Great. Have another. It's way easier to convince people to expand their family than to convince some nihilistic couple to stop worshipping their golden doodle and have a kid. Have you seen these people? They're throwing gender reveal parties for the dogs. You think that they're ready for parenthood? They can't even handle diapering a baby without gagging. Now, let's start with the people who already value family. These folks, two, three, four, five kids, let's push them further. Let them have the fourth, let them have the fifth. Tell them that they're outnumbered now. It's like leveling up parenting. Plus, big families are contagious. You see your neighbor with four kids and you start thinking, well, if they can do it, maybe I can. It spreads like wildfire. It's about changing our very perception of what our future is. And the future is great. The joy when you see that new baby coming into the world is something that cannot be matched. And can we please stop letting Hollywood and media turn parenthood into this constant punchline? Every sitcom, oh no, the kids ruined my life. Really? That's the narrative we're selling? Raising kids is hard, sure, but so is everything worth doing. You ever tried running a marathon? You ever tried writing a book? You know, even building IKEA furniture without losing your mind. It's not easy. And these things, they're bloody hard. But nobody's out here saying, don't even try it. Parenting is the most meaningful thing you'll ever do. But no, let's not glorify the single life instead. Oh, being single and child free is so amazing. Yeah, until you're 50, scrolling through Tinder, wondering why everyone your age is playing golf with their grandkids. And while you're stuck, swiping on Carl, the guy with the fishing profile pic, and clearly a fake tan, there's people out there that have built intergenerational joy, pleasure, and a future for themselves, hope. Here's the bottom line. Kids aren't a burden. They're the point. They're the reason humanity has made it this far. And if you're sitting there saying, oh, I can't afford kids, maybe take a second to ask yourself if that's really the issue. Because for thousands of years, people with far less than you figured it out. The problem isn't your bank account, it's your priorities. So let's stop treating kids like an expense and start treating them like the blessing they are. Raise the next generation, build a future, stop listening to anyone that tells you that creating a life isn't worth it. And hey, if you can't handle it, that's also fine. Someone else will. Just don't complain when your golden doodle doesn't come to visit you in a nursing home. I appreciate you listening. Thanks for listening to The Rant. I'm Arky Jones. This is Real Talk. Please like, subscribe, comment. Take care. I'll see you later.